As everything continues to go to hell in a handbasket in the government, in the Conservative administration, the Labour Party apparently has started to function more productively because Sue Gray has taken the leadership office in hand. Sue Gray, of course, is the person who was looking into Partygate, and she was told to take a leave of absence for 6 months gardening until she finally took up her job as the manager of LOTO, the the leader of the opposition's office. And what she's apparently been doing is organising the relationships between individuals, getting the systems working, ensuring that teams are working correctly, that proper relationships are being built. On her first day in post, apparently she said to the Labour headquarters staff, "You had my back, and now I'll have your back," which is rather nice, you know. When all the tittle tattle was going on about her after she left the environs of Number 10, and she, I understand, has this ability to motivate and to boost morale and set a tone of positivity, which will be extraordinary to see in practice if that infuses positivity in Labour ranks, because at the moment what you hear from the government is desperation and pessimism. And I think no matter what political colour, we could do with a little bit more of an uplift. And she has apparently become Keir Starmer's fixer, sorting out disagreements, sorting out discussions before any final decisions are made. And she has chaired a daily strategy meeting on, for example, the crisis in Gaza, which has had the potential to tear the Labour Party to pieces, particularly given the background with Jeremy Corbyn and the allegations of anti-Semitism. But it is extraordinary how over this period actually the Labour Party has held together in a way that perhaps the Conservative Party has not held so strongly together. Apparently she puts in the hours. She's always first in and last out. But she is encouraging a work ethic, and she is there, she is on the phone, she is making sure that things get done. Now, the question is, who is doing that in the government? Who is doing that in the Conservative Party? And I think the answer is there's not enough people with an understanding of what work ethic is. A lot of people in the government seem to think work ethic is about relaxing on Crete while Kabul burns. They've spent too long being told that that's okay, and it's rubbed off on them. I don't think it's rubbed off on all of them. There are some ministers who even today glow because of their dedication to work ethic and their ability to switch off from one job and switch on to another. I've seen Chris Heaton Harris functioning like that, and I've always been amazed and impressed, and it pays dividends because of the success that he's had with, for example, the Windsor framework, and indeed, frankly, by the fact that while he was a chief whip, there were no scandals in his backyard. That he has emerged really quite squeaky clean from all of this mess. Other people haven't. He's managed a lot of other people's dirty laundry in the Conservative Party, but he himself, it's about work ethic. It's about saying what you're going to do and doing it. And I think that is something that the current government can learn from the leader of the opposition, from Keir Starmer, and it's something that Rishi Sunak can emulate. Because actually, the one thing we know about Rishi Sunak, and I know there'll be comments saying, how can you possibly say this? The one thing we know about Rishi Sunak is he puts in the hours and he does the work. We want to see this throughout government. We want to see the work being done and the commitment to honest endeavour. And that is the way to win an election, or at least to save the Conservative Party for the future. And it's the way, I think, to save the Labour Party. Because both parties have stooped to sloganising and to public relations rather than mastering the brief and getting the work done. It's only by mastering the brief and getting the work done that we can move forward, and there's so much to sort out. We have still not sorted out Brexit. I personally think Brexit was a bad idea, but I am quite convinced that in the hands of somebody who knows what they're doing, Brexit could yield dividends. Every possible scenario can be made to be positive. So Brexit cannot defy that, can it? Brexit was a bad idea, but Brexit was badly and appallingly implemented. And now we've got a whole rank, a whole batch of rankers, frankly, bending over backwards, desperate to tell us that Brexit has been a success, that Brexit is great. Brexit is a disaster. And the first thing that these people could do that would help is to say that Brexit has been a disaster, and to roll up their sleeves and make sure it works, make sure something good comes out of this mess. And that's all we ask for. Something good comes out of this mess. God created the universe out of chaos. Tohu abohu. The least we can do is emulate that effort.